Well, it's that time. So I started stripping the paint on the house. You can see I got paint stripping on. See it's bubbling up. But while I was out here doing this, I figured I keep hearing something. Oh, it's birds. Anyway, um, I figured while I was out here doing this, uh, I'd give you an update in the garden because while I'm letting the stripper work, I got some updates over here. So we'll start on this side and just kind of work our way around. Um, these particular peas, they're escaping the cage. Um, let's see, wrap this little tendril that way, and I'll grab. They grew pretty tall. Um, the leaves are also pretty big too. I don't see any peas or flowers yet. This beet down here is doing really good. This is another beet over here, but I have several pea plants in here. This is another beet. I have 3 beets in there. I planted a whole package of beet seeds. Only got 3 to germinate, so that's that. You win some, you lose some, huh? But yeah, these seem to be grabbing the cage fine now. These over here have gotten pretty tall too, and they seem to be figuring out how to grab the cage well as well. They're pretty tall. The leaves aren't as big. I'm gonna be honest. I planted a mixture of stuff. Can't remember which peas these are, but that's all good. I have some over here. They're all like sugar snaps though, or sugar snap like peas. I know I planted Wando, Laxton Progress, and one other one. May have been a few sugar daddies that I had left. Onions over there just doing their thing. Over here though, got some of the beans out of the greenhouse. I planted them over here. These actually fared better than the others because they didn't receive such harsh sun. I'll show you the other ones. The other ones, they're not dead, but they didn't like it so much. Planted another bean over there. These are Kentucky Wonders. I'm trying to get this thing to maybe lean toward the cage so it'll do its little curly thing. Once it has something to curl around, it'll do its thing. Planted another Kentucky Wonder in there. So I just kind of snuck stuff in where I had stuff. This celery and celery over there it's doing the worst because it's got the most shade. So, okay, I have to make a detour. Strawberries, they're doing fine. They're doing just fine. Have some turning red. Constantly making flowers and new blooms, and they taste really delicious. That one in there isn't quite ready yet, but great little plants. They're turning out to be. Oh, my red mustard over here against the house. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. But I just like mow around it. I don't know why one grew over here. I guess seeds got dropped over here, or birds, or I don't know, something. So yeah, but it's the biggest one I have, honestly. Over here I have more peas. They have latched onto my garlic and stuff, but they're attempting to latch onto the bamboo stakes, which is good. That's what I want. All of this is garlic, either elephant garlic or regular garlic. Wow, didn't see this pea plant here. You, my dear, need to take your little tendrils and wrap yourself around. You too. Wow, this thing's kind of tall. Might take some of that green tape I have and strap that up to the bamboo, this stuff here, and help it so it'll go up this. But anyway, I got one tomato in here. That's the world's smallest. I don't know which color. I grew all 3 colors last year. And then these are melons that I had. They were a type of musk melon. Can't remember the name. Comfrey in the middle of there. It's just growing out of control. It's got flowers and stuff all on it. Stuck a couple of the Kentucky Wonders in here. A few of them, but you can see where the sun just, you know, just kind of cooked. It didn't kill them, but I didn't harden them all. And I probably should have, but it is what it is. I'm trying to adjust this and get it to start doing that. This is a Brussels sprout, but I don't see many. Rip that leaf anyway. I don't see many sprouts at the base. There are a few, not really. But the top looks great. You can always eat the leaves, so it's never really a loss on those. I have a lot of cardinals and blue jays right now. This is more Brussels sprouts. There's like 2 in there. And then cauliflower. They are starting to get their little cauliflower heads. He's way down in there. But I don't know if you can see him or not. I don't want to break the leaves. I don't know if I have one that you can... Oh, here we go. You might can see this a little better. See there? Can you see down in there? Isn't that pretty? So yeah, we're starting to get some heads on the cauliflower. This is my best little pea so far. These are Wandos. And you can see they have a lot of peas on them. This was the first one to germinate. They're just so sweet and so good. So if you're looking for, you know, a pea like this, and they have nice large peas on the inside. If you're looking for something that's sweet and produces a lot of peas and grows pretty quick, I mean, every day I notice a new one of these that's growing. Grow those Wandos. They're really, really good. I really like them. I think from now on, I'm going to taste the Laxton Progress and the other ones that I have. And if they don't beat the taste of these, because they're already slower than these, they're not producing as fast as these. If they don't beat those, I'm not growing any other kind. I'm just going to grow Wandos. Because I'm trying to get to the point where I just grow my favorite instead of growing a bunch of different varieties of stuff. So, yeah, that's that. Cabbage. Not that big, but they're heading up though. This one's not really making a head, but this one is. But the leaves, look how big the leaves are. With the little head in here. This cabbage won't be that large, but it's okay. More cauliflower. These are probably up to my waist. That's how tall they are. So they're really getting big. This one should have a nice head in here. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can show you. If I can get my finger out of the way and get the camera focused. Okay, now let's peel the leaf back. Can you see, guys? That looks great. Even though it's not focusing the best. But, yeah, that was the first one I saw that had a head on it. Broccoli. But as you can see, I got a pea here. I have another pea plant back here, but it's not really getting that much sun because this is shading it. But if it'll do like this one, come on out and get that sun. Because now that this one is getting a nice amount of sun, it's growing pretty good. But as you can see, I need to harvest broccoli. I had already harvested on this one. These are side shoots. That one I never harvested. That one I never harvested. This one I did harvest. Those are side shoots. You can see the comfrey flowers over there. But yeah, my broccoli, I have to do something with it. Now, here are my stars. These are 2 cabbage plants. There are 3 in here. But the other one over here, it wants to do something, but it's just so shaded out by this one. I'll try to bring it over here. Maybe it'll get a little bit more sun and a little bit more attention. Yeah. This is the third one. It just hasn't been getting any sun. It's trying to even make a head, but it's been shaded out, but whatever. But these things are huge. You know, I don't have the smallest hands in the world, but these leaves just dwarf my hand. It's heading up nicely. This one is the biggest one. Look at that. I mean, this thing has to be almost 2 feet across. I kid you not. Here's my hand in here, and you can just see all of this is one cabbage. So that's going to be really nice. And I'm going to eat every bit of it. More onions and peas as well. The onion and the peas are... See, these do have pea pods. I think these are laxed in progress. They seem to be staying skinnier. I don't know. We'll see as time progresses. Well, I don't know. That one's kind of fat. Maybe we should taste it. It's probably early. I don't care. I probably should have let him get a little bigger. Let's see what the pod tastes like. Pod doesn't taste that good. Now let's see what the peas themselves taste like. That's what they look like. Oh no, those are Wando. Oh my god. Those are so sweet. The Wando, I'm sure you can eat the pod if you cook it. But raw, it's a little fibrous. Those peas, oh my god, they're so sweet. Yeah, those are wonderful. This is what comfrey looks like when it goes to flower. I didn't know. It didn't flower last year, but it's flowering this year. Kind of pretty, huh? So that's that. I hadn't showed you my knockouts. My knockouts went to blooming, and they have lots and lots more blooms left. If you look over here, none of those have opened, and those are all blooms. So these started blooming about last week. I think the pink on the gray of the house is really nice. Looks really, really nice. It brightens up the cool color of the gray. But anyway, over here. God, those peas were good. If I could just save enough of them, I could eat a bunch of them at once. Instead of like 3, but that never happens. Anyway, Egyptian walking onions, nothing to see. They're just strawberries, nothing really to see. They're still making berries and flowers. Nothing really to see. These are peas in here. They're getting taller and growing. It's still really cool here. Like last night, it was really cool. It got warm and then it cooled back off. So the peas, I think, will go for a little longer as long as we don't like get hot really fast. These are chives down here. Oh, they're making look at that. It's making a let's see if I can get this a little flower up there. That's the only one though. I know I've seen the chives make the really pretty purple flowers, but never got them to do it for me. So that's the first. In the greenhouse, I forgot a section of the garden. Oh great, I'll have to go back. Anyway, apples looking good, tree collards looking good. These are the other tree collards. Those are lady cream peas. Those are fushimi peppers, which is a hot Japanese pepper, long and red. More lady cream. These are peppers that I dropped the container and I don't know what they are. That one corn back there I think is Silver Queen. This was a strawberry runner. It's taken root, but it's not taken off yet from those strawberries in the front. They're sending out runners, and that runner got broke off. I put some rooting hormone on it, and it's rooted now. These are more apple seeds. That's purslane way down there. Just voluntarily popped up, so I put it in a pot. On this side, what do we have here? These are Asian cucumbers, the long skinny ones. A couple of more Kentucky Wonder that just weren't big enough to go out. That's purslane, voluntarily came up. Those are some peppers of some sort, voluntarily. On the other side of these cucumbers right back there, those are shishito peppers that I learned about from Oxbow Farm. So be growing those. Candy corn here. These also are peppers that I'm not sure what they were. So that's the last of the stuff in the greenhouse. once this stuff goes out. I do need to plant some tomatoes in here and get them started, but that stuff, once it gets big enough, it goes out to the garden. Peaches, I'll just kind of show you a little bit how they're doing. They're making nice progress. I've had a few to fall off. You know, you're not going to keep all of them. But those are the peaches. I have one apple. I'll show you that in a minute. My herbs need some water. They're looking a little sad. So I'll water those. Well, it's really just the parsley. Everything else looks good. That parsley, just water. Anyway, catnip. This is the orange tree. I haven't seen any blooms yet, but I'm happy with how many leaves it has on it now. It had almost none. Actually, it's not orange. It's kumquat. Sorry, kumquat. This is orange. This thing just, it bounced back. Like, look at that. It's got a bloom on it, and that's not the only one. There'll be others. So hopefully I'll get some oranges this year. Fig in there. I'm going to move these trees. I don't know where to. I want to move them where they get a little bit more sun, but I do want them to have a little shade because it gets hot here, and when stuff just bakes, it just needs more. Oh my God. It just needs more water. So here are strawberries that are ready to be eaten. That one's not ready. Didn't come right off. Here's another one. That one came right off. Like I said, these don't get big, but the taste is amazing. It's like strawberry cotton candy. That's what they taste like. I've never, ooh, that one's really good. Anyway, I've never been able to just come over here and snack this much. I've been doing other things, and I see they're not quite ready on one side, some of them. But I mean, you can tell if you tug and they come right off. Something's been munching on this one. Probably squirrel. Oh my goodness, that one was so sweet. So was that one. But yeah, they make as I choke on the seeds. They're quite seedy because they're kind of small. Just a heads up to those growing them. But anyway, these are amazing. Anyway, so yeah, I got these seeds on eBay, if anybody's wondering. I think they still have them for sale. They are it's a strawberry pack. It's like 5 different kinds of seeds. Alpine strawberries, just all these different wild strawberries. And I just threw them in there. Like I said, seeds with strawberries, I'm not the best at getting them to germinate, but those strawberries are amazing. They taste better than the big ones up at the front. There's my pears there. I'm going to try to show you that one apple. Here it is. On all the blooms I got. That's the one apple. So we're babying him. We want him to make it. My other peach tree. Just kind of show you quickly. Peaches. And there are pears and, things. Those are wild garlic there. And this is why I like the wild garlic. Look at how tall it gets. And I just grew that in there. I don't know. Started growing in there and I didn't stop it. Just let it go. Something's been biting on my grapes. Anybody know what eats, what are these things? They smell oniony. I don't know what they're like. Something's been biting on my grapes. See there? Munched all the leaves off the ends. Anybody know what likes grape leaves? Slug, maybe? I don't know. It's not bothering the blueberry. And then it's ate this one all the way down to here. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to get my grapes out of there because something is clearly loving eating them. Eating the leaves, eating the tendrils. I don't know what that's about. Isn't one thing, it's another in the garden. So, show you guys the potatoes. They have grown quite a bit. It looks like they're gonna get little potato berry flower things. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I just wanted to show you all these potatoes. I know they probably didn't look like this in the last video. I had some beets over there. They're still growing, but they're not getting really, they're in that tower over there. They're not getting really a lot of sunlight, so they're not doing great. I'm thinking about digging them up and moving them to the one in the front since the beets up there are doing so good. But yeah, these are, some of them are growing out of the top of the cage. They're getting so tall now. You don't need the cages. I just use them to help support them because when you don't, they do that. And I'm probably gonna like take a string and like tie these back across here because what these will do is they'll lay out here and cover my path, and they will also shade out my little blackberries down there, my little wild blackberries. So I probably will take a string and like loosely tie this to that cage so that these will then, you know, be that kind of that direction. That's what I did last year. The honeysuckle is over there. It smells amazing. I'm not gonna show you the wild blackberry thing. There's really nothing to see. They're still green. There are some in here though. If I can find them, if I see them. I thought there were berries in here. I thought. There are. But they're tiny. They're very, very tiny. But yeah, that's what they look like. See these little, they're gonna be tiny, tiny berries. I don't fertilize these or do anything to them. There's one that's still blooming. But these are in the shade, so they're not. The ones over there get sunlight, obviously, as you can see the sun. That's my truck. Hello, truck. I bought it for $800. It was wrecked in the front. It runs and drives perfectly. Needs a grill, bumper, and a fender. And that's it. I took all the old stuff that was torn up off. So I've been busy, guys. I got a lot of projects going on. The motor in that truck is going to get rebuilt. These two are daily drivers. Got Gramps and Son. Probably shouldn't be showing you. I take my license plates. Should I? Doesn't matter. What can you do with a license plate? Well, you might could do something with a license plate. Maybe I should edit that. I have to edit that out. Yeah, let me show you the one part of the garden that I missed showing you. By the way, I think I'm going to start another channel because I have so many other projects and I film stuff, but I don't put it on this channel because I know a lot of you are gardeners. And I know there's a couple of people who are like, oh, just throw it on this channel. I don't know. I'm like, I may or may not. You guys let me know what you think. So, I extended the garden. These 4 beds are new. That one's also new for this year, so I have 5 beds new for this year. I filled in the middle. I haven't planted anything in the middle yet, but things will get planted there. This is stuff that came out of the garden, and this is what I mean by I didn't harden off. So it's not dead. It put out this new leaf, and there's another one coming behind it. But this was a current leaf, and that leaf just kind of fried out here in the sun. The same with these. So these were the existing leaves. They fried. That's a new one. Same with this Kentucky Wonder leaf. They just fried, but it put out new leaves. So these are supposed to be a bush variety, so they shouldn't need too much trellising or whatever. It's not anything to grow on. They're supposed to be a bush variety, so we'll see. But they are alive. That's squash and Kentucky Wonder. That's all I've planted in here. I needed to get that stuff out of the greenhouse. It was just way too big. It was getting too tall. Like, see how tall this one is? This one fared the best, but you can see these leaves. So if you can harden your stuff off, because I hope I didn't, see that one's not dead either. It's just leaned over. But yeah, the leaves they kind of fried. Even though it's not hot, they had been in that greenhouse being protected, probably not getting really any UV rays or anything. Like, see, all of these leaves. But then it put out this new, all of this is new within the last week. So it's okay. It's not, you know what I mean? They're okay. They just kind of had a little tough time. All of these watermelons came up. No, I'm not leaving all those watermelons in there. I planted this side with watermelons, and only a few of these came up. Some of these I think are yellow meat. I think these over here are the yellow meat. I think these over here are the ones from the watermelon that I grew last year. I didn't buy any Bradford watermelons this year. I couldn't bear to part with my $14 and only 1 or 2 seeds to germinate, because I know I'm going to have that issue. That's one of the main things they say about them. But if I can, next year I'm going to buy some, try to get them acclimated to this climate the first year, save the seeds, continue to save the seeds until I can get that Bradford watermelon where it'll germinate good in this climate. Oh, there's a bee. Let's see if I can get it before it flies away. Nope. That's the first honeybee I've seen this year. I keep seeing bumblebees, and I think what are carpenter bees. I keep seeing those this year. Oops, he's back. I don't know if I can get the honeybee. It's kind of fast. I'm on my camera phone, so. Poke salad. Time for me to harvest this stuff. I have some more in the back. I'm going to give some to my neighbor, and I'm going to have some with eggs. My favorite breakfast. More cauliflower here. These are more red mustards kind of in behind that. There's another red mustard, another cauliflower. These were the sprouting broccoli that I let go to seed. So plenty of seeds on those. You can see all of these are just seed pods. So I'm just going to let this go until the seeds are fully mature and I can see the bumps in them. Let's see if I can show you guys that. Let's see. I don't know if it'll focus. The light. If I should get out of the light, it'll focus. But you can kind of see the bumps on the pods. So you can see it is full of seeds. Every time I see a yellow leaf, I just pull it off and compost it in place, as they say. I harvested this, but as you can see, you get side shoots. So anybody that does broccoli, don't pull your whole plant, just harvest. You'll keep getting broccoli. I need to harvest this one. I had never harvested it. This I'm letting go to seed, but I think it's going to take too long. I might just pull it. This is my celery. I started harvesting on celery, something I noticed. If you harvest on the outside of celery, it's like it just speeds up your celery's growth. Oh wow, maybe I can get the bee. See the bee? Ooh, I hope YouTube don't give me. Can y'all hear that Marvin Gaye? YouTube don't get me on that one. But they jamming, so I ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all be surprised at what people listen to when they pass by my house. Very rarely do I get a treat like Marvin Gaye. Anyhow, kale, looking good. These are my collards. These still have quite a few flowers on them. They should be the same types. This is Brussels sprouts. You can see the Brussels sprouts down at the bottom. I have like 3 Brussels sprout plants down there. But most of this is collards, and it's all going to seed. Does anybody know if collards go to seed? Do they die after that? I think they do, don't they? I don't know. I can't remember. I haven't let mine go to seed in so long. But anyway, these things are just like loaded with pods, just like everywhere. So if anybody wants collard seeds, let me know. If you want to go from seed, I will gladly send you, because I will have way too many seeds and I hate wasting seeds, and I know that if I plant them, I don't know, this plant is 3 years old, I think, and it finally went to seed. Like, I don't know if it was the winter or what that made it go to seed, but it did. And now I'm gonna have a ridiculous amount of seeds. I think the winter stressed these over here and made them go to seed as well, because I just put these in the winter time, and I've never had collards go to seed this fast. I usually get 2 years out of them. Before, I didn't let them go to seed. Oh no, I let them go to seed, but I didn't have good pollination, so I didn't really get any seeds the last time. That was years ago. That was before I even moved here. So yeah. this was the last little bit of the garden that I missed. That's everything, guys. Just enjoy your gardening. I'm enjoying mine. It's not hot yet. I'm sure I'll start complaining when it's hot as fire, but we haven't got there yet. But I'm gonna go over here and check on the window and see if we have any more bubbling. Not really. This is supposed to be piranha. I don't see like when I look at it on TV and YouTube, the paint just did, and this stuff is like really not bubbling that much. Like I put it over here. I don't see anything. I don't see. I see one good spot where it worked, where the stuff is kind of caked up. Maybe that's what you have to do. Maybe you have to like really cake on the stripper in order for it to. I'll try that. I'll try laying it on really thick. But anyway, first time like really stripping something, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so until next time, I'll see you guys later.